MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the expansion-era Boomers and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. Lucas Giolito will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, what comes with Lucas Giolito, a big arm, 95 to 100 miles an hour, hard-breaking slider. One of the issues Giolito has had is not a lot of swings and misses, so we'll be able to watch him early on to see if he brings some swings and misses, and if he does, it should be a powerful outing for Giolito.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. He's around first, heading for two. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Joe Morgan stands in as he looks at a called strike. Henderson leads off second with nobody out. Fastball right back to the mound. And an unproductive at-bat that time as the runner holds at second with one away now.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ready now, Ken Griffey Jr. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into center field. A base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself.
And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
To the plate now, Mike Schmidt, as he'll show bunt here, but then pulls it back for strike one. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. The 0-1 pitch. Schmidt now out to left field. This one's well hit. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center as they move on top 4-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
Stepping in now, Willie Stargell. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Batting 7.
Into the box, Willie McCovey.
He
swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Yeah, Matt, and I'm not sure how much longer they can leave him out there. Not only is he hurting the team, it's probably doing some damage to his psyche as well.
Yeah.
Into the box now, Robin Yount. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Robert comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Batting 9. The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. He's set, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Boomers are on top, 5-0. Nolan Ryan is the man towing the rubber for the Boomers in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The White Sox, the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Griffey waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. In there, no balls and a strike.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
1-1 the count now. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. And 2-2. Now the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Junior's in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. A runner on first with 2 away. No contact there, and it's 1-2. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Boomers are out in front here, 5-0. So coming to the plate, Ricky Henderson. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazzara is there to put it away for route number 1.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Digging in, Joe Morgan. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Anderson scoops it up, and that's the second out.
The center fielder, number
At the
24.
plate, Ken Griffey Jr. He singled his last time up. Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom of the second. The Boomers lead it 5-0. Ready now for the White Sox, Eloy Jimenez, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-0 here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Ryan is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty B. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The center fielder, Louis Robert.
In now, Luis Robert. And it's fouled away. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking off.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on the show right after this. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Reggie Jackson.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1. drilled right back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mike.
At the plate, Mike Schmidt, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here comes the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Headed after it is Mazzara. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 8, Willie Stargell.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Willie Stargell. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runners on first with 1 down. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Jimenez is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Willie McCovey.
Striding forward now is the DH, Willie McCovey, a base hit in his first trip. From the stretch, pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Boomers are on top, 5-0. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazzara. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Standing in now, Nick Madrigal. Fouled off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Stargell has room in foul territory. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jackson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Digging in, Robin Yount. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Yeah.
Now the pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
So stepping in, Gary Carter. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. The kid Gary Carter leaves the yard with a solo shot. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Ronaldo Lopez answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Lopez.
Stepping in now, Ricky Henderson. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the run is Jimenez. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the fourth coming up. The Boomers are out in front here, 6-0. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, man, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
First pitch of the at-bat. Yasmani Grandal will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Struck him out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled, because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
And it's fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Digging in once again, Ken Griffey Jr. A hit in 2 tries so far. And right into the shift. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 9, Reggie Jackson.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw is in time to get Reggie, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, third base.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Thank you, Heidi. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hold. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Now batting.
First pitch of the at-bat. Edwin Encarnacion will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Encarnacion is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, center fielder.
First pitch on its way. Luis Robert is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They still find themselves down 6-0. Stepping into the box, Willie Stargell comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Eddie Murray will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Eddie Murray.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
So now to the plate, Willie McCovey. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Ozzie Smith will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway left. There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's one away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The catcher, number 8.
And the Hall of Fame, Benito Santiago will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ricky Henderson. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Hit hard on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
The batter, number 8.
Bases full now following the error, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Joe Morgan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his own. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
The 0-1 on its way. Rips this one to first. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. One run is scored.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Into the box, Ken Griffey Jr., and he fouls this one off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 10-0 score.
Yeah, Matt, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
Gio Gonzalez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Gio Gonzalez.
Andre Dawson will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run job by Andre Dawson as this lead got even wider. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row. I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Molitor absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Boomers lead it 12-0. Paul Molitor remains in the game, playing third after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half inning.
Dawson. Now at shortstop, number 1, Ozzie Smith. Now at third base, number 19, Paul Molitor. Now at first base, number 33, Eddie.
Now in the box, Nomar Mazara looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. No balls and a strike to count.
The right fielder, Nomar.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Your attention, please. Now catching, number 9.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Santiago.
Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's one away.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Nick Madrigal will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. No runs, no hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Make it 7 in a row. My gracious, he is simply unhittable right now. 2 away. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And he falls behind 0-2. Ryan has his target. Here's his offering. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So he's through 6 full now, and he has yet to surrender a base hit. 7th inning coming up. The Boomers are on top, 12-0. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the switch hitting power threat, Eddie Murray. First pitch on its way. Now a big swing by Murray, and he connects on that one out to deep left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Willie McCovey. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Tony Perez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Swung on and chopped up the middle. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The back, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie.
Coming to the plate now, Ozzie Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's a lead for the expansion era, 12-0. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. On its way is pitch number 75. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now another 1-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Junior ranges back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
And here's the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. The pitch. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Yasmani Grandal becomes out number 2 this inning. Jose Abreu is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Down in order go the White Sox, just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to hit is the catcher, Benito Santiago. First pitch coming. Here it is. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! A solo shot here to left as the blowout continues. Jay Spry enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
57. Jay Spry. The left fielder, number 24.
Into the box now, Ricky Henderson. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
At the plate, Joe Morgan. Left center, base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball. Stay square as long as possible and feed it into the opposite field for base hit.
George Brett will get a chance. To swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. In there, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Step on the bag for one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
The right fielder, number 10, Andre Dawson.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Andre Dawson, runner in scoring position with Sugan.
That last at bat, Matty B, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Tim Salmon stays in the ballgame batting number 8 and takes over in center field. Up next for Chicago, Eloy Jimenez. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Looking to send him packing again. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Edwin Encarnacion is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Edwin Encarnacion goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, we've seen some good pitching in this one, but can we give some love to...
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. All set to start the 9th. In this one, and Tom Seaver will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Anderson picks it up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Stepping up now, Eddie Murray, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Anderson brings it in. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Striding into the box, Tony Perez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. Tom Seaver will stay in the game, taking over at third base and batting in that 9th spot. Now to the plate, Nomar Mazara starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty V. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Oh, D-Row, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the 9th inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given them up to this point.
Nick Madrigal is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Just hung in there on that one. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw on to first, and the White Sox are down to their final out now.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Anderson. He is the last man to stand in the way of possible history here this afternoon. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. Scooped up, and they get the force, and that will officially do it. It's a no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show, and he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes.